This could add up to 30 yards to your drives, but be aware, it might not be for everyone. Hi everyone, my name is James Robinson. Welcome back to Get Good at Golf. If you want to do just that, make sure you hit that subscribe button below and throw a like on this video. Also comment below with any suggestions or recommendations you have for videos, because we're here to help you. Now, do you want to add more distance to your drives? Of course you do, because you clicked on this video. Now, how can I do that? Because generally, if I want to hit longer drives, do I have to go and buy a new driver? No. Do I have to go and get lessons? It would probably help, but if you don't have access to either of those, this tip could really help. You see, I was scrolling through my Instagram just last night, and two of my friends, I'll say, because I've met them a couple of times, are long drive champions, and they hit the ball a very, very long way, like 400 yards plus. When I asked them, how do you do that? Footwork was a huge factor as to how you can hit it further. And if you look at the impact positions here that Chris is going to swiftly edit on screen, you can see both James and Brian hit the ball miles, about 3 feet taller than me, but that doesn't matter. Look at Rory McIlroy, he's the same height-ish. But footwork is so important because as you get to the top of the backswing with driver, the last thing you want to be doing is your normal golf swing, your iron swing, where we get down into the ball, we get that handle forward, the weight's on the left side, we hit down on the ball and then we get through to impact, because that's going to hit a downward blow to the ball. It's going to be a very spinny ball flight, and if you come slightly across that ball from the outside, it's going to be that horrible fade that robs you of 30-40 yards. Now, if I get my spine angle in the right place, generally that's going to help massively. I know we're talking about footwork, but if your spine angle's wrong, this isn't going to work, so that's the first port of call. As I then load up, I do load up onto the right hand side, but what these big hitters do, so my normal drive would look like this. Nice drive down the middle, not a lot of movement on there. I've kept my balance, I'm into the left side. You can see my foot's moved slightly, not a lot, but just slightly through towards the target. What I want you to try, because I've tried this and it does work, if you're in a simulator, you can pick up 10, 20, maybe 30 yards on a good day. When you load up to the top of the backswing, as we move down into impact, your left foot's going to leave the ground. Bear with me. As you leave the ground, your sternum moves back and we're actually clearing the body out to hit more up on that ball. So generally, it's going to look a bit like this. And as you can see, that's gone miles, Chris. I really wish you stood behind me there, because we're going to hit another one in a second. It might not be the most consistent thing in the world. You're going to have to practice it, but we've got it out of there. And that is exactly, it's pretty much the sweet spot, that, isn't it? But you can see that I lost my balance a little bit. With practice, you don't lose your balance. It's just a new movement. We're at the top, we're down into it, the left foot's pointing more towards the target. And what this does, it helps you with your weight transfer, but it also helps with rotation, because the hips rotate more, so you can then really release the club onto the ball. That's one thing you have to be able to do here. You have to be able to release the club in order to make sure you square it up. Let's go again, Chris. This one's going miles. Look at that! Now, this might be something I put into my game, because I reckon they're gone 20 yards further than I normally hit it. I normally carry it around 270. Should we get down there and see where they are? Because that's astronomical.
Let's have a look.
Guys, as you can see, this was the first drive that I hit, the standard drive that I like to play. Then we have one a little bit further down to the left, and the final shot that I hit is all the way down there, 20, 30 yards further, like I said. Now, this isn't for everyone, like I said, but if you want to practice it at the driving range, have some fun with it, see if you can do it, see if you can keep your balance, keep hitting the middle of that club face, which is ultimately the most important thing, and up your club head speed this year to get more ball speed and more distance. I'm going to try doing this a little bit more. I'm probably going to beat him a lot more in the process.
I don't think so.
See you all tomorrow.